tapping in, who listens to the elders and the youngins, those who have passed away and those who are still here. I want to say this. When it comes to what's going on in America, you got to know there's two separate things going on. You got the District of Columbia, D.C., which they call the U.S. You have the United States of America, which many of the things are written to and for. And when you know business, the title is what it is and who it's for. So we got to be mindful of that. But when it comes to that corporation, and in a corporation, you got a president, CEO, all of that, vice president, things of that nature. That's what you have right now. And you have this foreign occupation. There are people here occupying the land who don't care nothing for the people. That's why, through what they have going on, you have the food being messed with, tampered with. They don't have a care for the people here, because that's letting you know that they are foreigners occupying the land. They don't have a care for home. That's why the people that need to be in those positions are people that have a care for here, not just have taken an oath and saying that they're going to do it, because you have a lot of oath breakers. The police do it, people in the military do it, people in judges do it. I know I've experienced it firsthand. They don't care about the Constitution, even though they swore to uphold it, and they need to be taken out for treason. That's what I'm gonna say on that, because you took that oath and you're supposed to uphold that. Aside from that, what I'm saying is they don't have a care. That's why you got the food going through what it's going through. Oh, they're gonna, you're hearing this news about them talking about genetically modified foods and things like that, that they're gonna be putting vaccinations in and all of this stuff. That shouldn't even come to the people. That shouldn't even be a thought to the people here, because we should know that we're being cared for by our people. So that right there is the telltale sign and the saying that they say, what someone is by the work that they're doing. In other words, I might be paraphrasing it, a tree by its fruit. All rights and liberties reserved. So in other words, they're showing us that they don't care, and they need to be taken out. They need to be out of those positions, and they need to be exposed, because they don't have a care for home. They don't have a care for the people here. They're calling this home, but their home, their true heart, is where they're sending their resources to and who they're really aiding. They're aiding foreigners. They're not aiding the people here. The indigenous people are getting, mistreated. There is remedy. We will get our remedy, but it's just we gotta be able to tell what's going on. And that's one of the things, because like I said before, America gets the bad rap. People get on these, and I was there once before. Like I said, I once thought myself to be black, once thought myself to be African American. But why? Because of foreign occupation and them utilizing people who were so-called leaders of our people, and they misled the people. Why? Because they were in someone's pocket. So they put out the term African American, which then in turn in the entertainment and things of that nature, what happens? You got people who being paid, and that's what they promote, Black African American, which takes you out of your inheritance and your nationality. You know, what you really should be claiming, you know, and not just claiming because it's who you are. So, you know, we got to put it in perspective. There's another thing I want to say in dealing with, you know, when it comes to police and things of that nature. The police it's a good thing. However, it's been occupied by foreigners, and they don't care for home. They don't care for America. Like people who are the indigenous, the autochthonous people here. Therefore, hold on, check this out. When you look at it, there's no way someone should be policing any type of neighborhood, or let's say town, whatever, unless they stay there. If you don't stay there, you should not be policing it, because then you can do your dirt and then just go somewhere else. You talk about that with people skipping state, but you know, the so-called watchers, you know, there's someone watching you. You get what I'm saying? So it's no way it should be allowed for anyone to be policing a community that they are not from. You get away with nothing. But see, they've been able to get away with it. Why? Because of foreigners who don't care. They don't care to build up the infrastructure here. That's one thing I will say about Trump. What Trump was saying was make America great again, and he was about building up the infrastructure here. I'm not gonna say fully, because if that's the case, that people would know to, you know, look into what, but privately, yeah, you know, hey, I'm gonna say blessings, point blank, period. But he had something going with that. And that was true, because right now in the occupation that we're under, this foreign occupation, their loyalty lies elsewhere and not to the people here. That's why they're pushing these propaganda things. They're pushing the agendas of folks who don't have a care for the people. And it's, you know, if you being investigated and all that stuff, it should go back to where you got to, how you got to where you at. You didn't have a care for the people in the first place. So you shouldn't even be in that position, but somehow you got in that position, which is wrong. All the way from Biden and the girl Kamala, like, yo, treasonous to the people. You don't have no care for the people. That's why you allowing all this foreign stuff, and we sending resources elsewhere when the people here need it, man. People here need the help. But that's because we're utilizing a system, man, that is like, it's de facto, and we need the de jure. We need people who are truly for this country, truly for it, and not about raping it and taking from it and then going off to live how they want to live, because they ain't being affected by it. That's like, you know, people who are so-called judges. See, if the community was over that, I'm quite sure there are people in the community who will agree with me to say that if a judge can give off a sentence, first off, that judge should go, they should, part of their requirement to be that judge, they should have to spend a month in jail themselves, so that they can feel how it is and not play with people's lives just to make little points. You know, they should have to go through that. But what we have is foreign occupation, and they don't, you know what I mean, they're not thinking like that. If you in the community policing it, you need to be from that community. That's it. Cousin Eric, salute to the elders.